everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you something that it's really important to me. So how I managed to become fluent in 3 languages and the key factors that made this journey successful. I'm going to share why I failed too. So if you're interested in languages or if you have just started learning a new language, stick around as I'm going to share with you some valuable insights which I think are going to help you in your own learning journey. First things first, let's talk about motivation. You need it in order to get started. Why are you interested in learning a new language? You must ask yourself this question and have a clear answer. And I will tell you why by sharing with you my 2 personal examples, my Japanese and English learning journey. 6 years ago, after a trip to Japan, I started learning Japanese. And it's no coincidence that after 6 months, I decided to drop it. On the other hand, I managed to become fluent in English in 6 months. However, just to clarify, I wasn't a complete beginner. So back then, my level was A2, B1. So after traveling to Japan, I decided that I wanted to learn Japanese. So I actually enrolled in an evening course, and every single day I was dedicating some time to this beautiful language. At that time, I was already speaking 4 languages. And I'm telling you this just for you to know that it's not guaranteed that you are going to learn a new language if you already speak other languages. It helps, of course, but it's not a guarantee. Things were getting more and more difficult, more and more challenging. And I was thinking that actually I wasn't using Japanese that much and I wasn't planning on moving to Japan. So step by step, my motivation started to decrease. It's normal for the motivation to decrease when you encounter challenges. I moved house and I decided to sell my Japanese books, except for one, because you never know. On the other side, I managed to become fluent in English in less than 6 months. The learning journey wasn't easy. So I studied it for almost 10 years before that at school, high school, at university. However, my level was scholastic level. I wasn't able to have a conversation in English. I also didn't like it that much. And I was just feeling that I was being forced to learn that language just in order to pass the exams. But things changed when I won a project and I moved to the UK. Back then I could barely speak in English. So once again, my level was scholastic, but I needed it. I needed it in order to be able to speak with the others, to have a social life, to integrate myself in society, to be able to have a conversation at work, and so on. So this is when I realized that that was the perfect moment in order to do a full immersion and speak and think in English. I took an English course. I was working in English. I was watching films with subtitles. I was listening to podcasts while commuting. And also my phone, the settings of my phone were in English. So I was literally doing a full immersion. I really needed to be fluent. And this sense of urgency pushed me to make consistent progress. It didn't happen overnight, guys. So it did take me months and full immersion. I was literally thinking and dreaming in English, but also I wasn't a complete beginner. So still my level was A2, B1. So if you're starting from 0, make sure that you set the right expectations in your mind. What I'm trying to tell you here is that you need a reason for starting, and very important, a reason for continuing. The motivation will come either from passion or need. But when I say passion, I do not refer to something temporary that you're going to give up when you're going to encounter a challenge. in the same way that I did when I was studying Japanese. But something that you really feel that you like, that you love. And this was my case with the Spanish language. I learned Spanish very fast, but because I really liked it. Actually, I loved it. I felt in love with it from the very first moment that I heard speaking Spanish in television. I loved the pronunciation, the sound, the way that native speakers were using the words. I really wanted to speak Spanish like them. I studied Spanish at university, however, the focus was mainly on grammar and vocabulary, but we didn't really have the possibility to practice it. Everything changed when I met people from Argentina and Costa Rica, and they became my friends. They were very excited about the fact that I was trying my best in order to speak their language, and they were very patient to me. I was making mistakes, lots of them, so don't be afraid of making mistakes. It's normal. Soon enough, I became fluent in Spanish, and then I managed to have entire conversations with them in Spanish. Now, we only speak in Spanish. So, if you are embarking in learning a new language, ask yourself, why do I want to learn it? What's the passion behind it? And do you have a need for it? Identifying this will give you a solid foundation to build on and will keep you motivated when you are going to come across challenges. Now, let's speak about the second key to success: dedication and full immersion. This is where the real work begins. Passion might get you started, but dedication is what keeps you going, like with everything in life. When I say dedication, I'm talking about practicing the language. The best, of course, would be to move to a country where the language that you are studying is spoken. But not everyone can do so, not everyone wants to do so, and also it's not necessary. So if I think about my own experience with the Spanish language, I've never moved to Spain, I've never moved to a Spanish-speaking country. However, I still managed to become fluent. I really enjoy meeting people from other countries, and I was lucky enough to meet people from Spain and Latin America, and also they became my dearest friends. So I had the amazing possibility to be able to speak with them in Spanish on a daily basis. Nowadays, thanks to technology, and not only, we are lucky enough to be able to meet people from all around the world. So make sure that you take advantage of this. Look for online language groups and in-person international events, and that's going to open a new world for you. Moreover, it doesn't matter how busy you are, you can always make time. So you can listen to a podcast while commuting, or you can watch a film with subtitles, you can read a book. You're going in this way to be exposed to the language, even if you're not going to understand everything. In this way, your brain is going to get used to the sounds and the pronunciation of the new language. The more you're going to use the language in real situations, the faster you are going to improve. Remember, learning a language is not a marathon, it's a sprint. Dedication and immersion might sound challenging, but if you stick with it, the results are going to come. And trust me, that's going to be so rewarding. The feeling of finally being able to have a conversation in a new language is absolutely worth it. So, to sum it up, my language learning was successful because it was built on a foundation of motivation, so either passion or need, and driven by dedication and full immersion. If you combine these elements, I'm sure that you are going to find success in your own learning journey too. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to my channel for more tips on language learning. And if you are learning a new language, let me know in the comments what keeps you motivated. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye bye!